a female's vagina is the most addictive thing in the world, all jokes aside. If you've been lucky enough to have it before, you can agree with me. I'm just saying. Trust me, when you guys get out of here, you'll be getting a lot of it once you graduate, man. Trust me.
This sounds like hustling backwards. But while she was heavily pregnant, she was following him around like a dog. We all knew this would happen. Word on the street is that A$AP Rocky's been cheating on Rihanna. And this entire relationship is starting to be like Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. But one thing's for certain. She wasn't following him around on the day of the shooting. And who's the lovely lady that he's been cheating on her with? Sources are saying it's none other than Asian Doll. She's a rapper and social media figure. Who thinks that A$AP Rocky hasn't been faithful? Riri did look very stressed during her pregnancy.
Welcome back to StarHush, where the secrets spill fast and the stories hit even harder. Just as A$AP Rocky was soaking in the glory of dodging some serious legal heat, boom, he's caught up in a brand new mess that's stealing all the spotlight. It was supposed to be a time for celebration. Rihanna's birthday was popping. The legal victory had people cheering, and everything seemed perfect. Until the streets started talking. Now rumors are flying around like wildfire. People are whispering that Rocky didn't keep it clean during all that hype. The name that keeps popping up? Asian Doll. Yep, the internet is buzzing with claims that he might have messed around with her right in the middle of the good times. Fans are side-eyeing the whole situation, asking if the celebration was just a cover for something shady going on behind the scenes.
You know Asian was f***ing on A$AP Rocky, right? Asian, you wanna go there? Do you wanna go there? Do you wanna go there, bitch? This bitch, you the same hoe that called me when you was signed to Gucci and you was trying to get the shit settled with Cardi B. And Cardi B, all your you talking about.
The timing, too perfect, or maybe too suspicious. Just when A$AP Rocky clears his name and walks away from some serious courtroom heat, boom, fresh accusations come crashing down. Why now? That's the question echoing through every comment section and group chat. There's definitely something deeper hiding underneath all this glitz and mess, and you can bet people are starting to piece it all together. Stick with us because this story is unfolding fast, and we're peeling back every layer to find out what's really going on behind the scenes. One thing's for sure, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky sit high up in the celebrity power rankings. They're not just a couple, they're a whole movement. Their bond started out innocent, just two stars crossing paths, building a tight friendship. But everything changed in 2020 when folks finally got the confirmation they were officially an item after years of heavy speculation. But don't get it twisted. This love story hasn't been all sunshine and sweet moments. There's been chaos too. Rocky recently faced a courtroom showdown that had fans holding their breath. He was accused in a high-stakes case linked to a 2021 situation where a former friend claimed Rocky pulled out a weapon and fired, just barely grazing his hand. Rocky denied the whole thing, and in the end, the verdict came back. Not guilty. A win, right? But the celebration didn't last long. Out of nowhere, the whispers started again, loud this time. While Rihanna was expecting, the streets lit up with chatter that Rocky might have crossed the line with Asian Doll. You heard that right. Allegedly, while the couple was prepping for a whole new chapter in life, Rocky may have been out here acting reckless. Josh would say he is in trouble. And let's be real, this isn't the kind of heat you want during what's supposed to be a peaceful season. Their bond goes way back to 2012 when Rocky jumped on the remix of Rihanna's banger, Cockiness, Love It. That move sparked everything. Just a year later, in 2013, he was right there by her side on the North American leg of her Diamonds World Tour, hyping up crowds as her opening act. That same year, she even popped up in his video for Fashion Killer, and the vibe between them was undeniable. The chemistry was loud, people saw it. Even before things got official, Rihanna kept Rocky close. She brought him out to her Diamond Ball events in both 2018 and 2019. Those weren't just any parties either. These events blended glam fashion with real-deal philanthropy, and inviting him? That was no random move. Folks were already side-eyeing that connection. Then came the 2019 breakup with billionaire Hassan Jameel, and the whispers turned loud. People started linking Rihanna and A$AP Rocky heavy, and by the time January 2020 rolled around, it wasn't even a secret anymore. They were full on in a relationship, and not long after that, the baby rumors started flying. Just a year later, they were gearing up to welcome their first little one. Their story was looking like a modern-day love tale, two superstars building something real in the spotlight, sharing big wins and tough losses together. But in 2022, the picture-perfect vibe cracked. Out of nowhere, fashion blogger Louis Pisano dropped a bomb online, claiming Rocky had stepped out on Rihanna with shoe designer Amina Muaddi while she was pregnant. That shook everybody. According to Pisano, Rihanna caught wind of the situation and ended things on the spot. Fans went into full meltdown mode. The rumor hit hard, especially since Rocky and Amina had a past. They dated before and even worked together on a shoe drop, so the connection wasn't made up. It just added fuel to the fire. But just when things were spinning out of control, Pisano pulled the brakes fast. Within hours, he posted a public apology, owning up to his mistake. Here's what he said. "Hi all. So, I'd like to address the situation last night. I made a dumb decision to tweet some information I had received. I'm not going to talk about sources, blame others for a discussion that was started by me, because at the end of the day, I made the decision to draft that tweet, press send, and put that out with my name on it. So I'd like to formally apologize to all parties involved with my actions and for my reckless tweets. I fully accept the consequences of my actions for my tweets and any harm they caused." His apology helped calm the storm for a bit, but it didn't erase the impact. That drama left a mark, and fans kept watching like hawks. Then, just as things were cooling down, here comes another stir. Rocky got caught in the middle of some suspicious energy again. This time, all eyes were on him after a flirty moment with paddleboarder Gigi O'Donnell made the rounds online. People started whispering, wondering if Rocky was falling into old patterns again. Things started heating up when word got out that ASAP Rocky had allegedly slid into the DMs of Gilly O'Donnell on Instagram. Out of nowhere, flirty messages started popping up in her inbox, and she was caught completely off guard. "In all honesty, I had absolutely no idea who he was," Gilly shared. It wasn't until she spotted that little blue verification checkmark that she stopped and went, "Wait a sec." She hit up her daughters to figure out who this mystery man was, and they burst out laughing. Turns out, the guy blowing up her messages was none other than Rihanna's man. Wild, right? Gilly was stunned. "He has millions of followers on Instagram, so God knows why he chose to message me," she said, still trying to make sense of the whole thing. But it didn't stop there. Rocky allegedly took it even further, offering to fly her all the way from the UK to Ukraine while he was over there on a trip. This was just months before the conflict broke out in that region, making the timing even more intense, but Gilly had to shut it down fast. "I can't get to Ukraine, haha! I can't even afford X miles after lockdown last year," she joked. The reality of her situation made it clear. She wasn't about to hop on a jet just like that. She explained that her country was still under strict travel restrictions from the Prime Minister due to COVID, something Rocky apparently didn't know. "What? You guys can't travel anywhere? That sucks," he replied, before casually adding that he was freezing in Ukraine and joking about how much weight he gained. "The gym here is beautiful though, man. I got so fat in the past week. Wish we could have worked out." And while nothing serious ever happened between the two, Gilly admitted she was completely shocked to realize this was the same Rocky who was with Rihanna, and that she was pregnant at the time. She kept it classy though, saying she hopes the couple finds happiness together. But just when people thought the cheating saga was finally winding down, another explosive chapter came crashing in. By 2022, Rocky was back in the spotlight, but this time for something way more serious. It all stemmed from a heated situation in November 2021, when a former friend, Terrell Efron, known in the crew as ASAP Relly, came forward with serious claims. According to Relly, Rocky fired at him during a late-night altercation in Hollywood, and one of those shots allegedly grazed his hand. The backstory? Relly and Rocky go way back. They were part of that tight crew of creatives known as ASAP, short for Always Strive and Prosper. But as Rocky's fame shot through the roof, the bond between them started to break. Tension had been building, and it all exploded on the night of November 6, 2021. Relly claimed Rocky fired off 3 or 4 shots, which led to immediate legal trouble. Authorities wasted no time, and Rocky found himself slapped with 2 felony counts tied to that incident. That courtroom heat, it wasn't a game. Things got real serious, real fast. Through it all, Rihanna stood tall beside him. She kept a low profile but made sure she was there for Rocky, even if it meant pulling up in secret just to keep the support going strong. As the courtroom battle got deeper, Rihanna slowly stopped hiding. Instead of sneaking in through back doors, she started pulling up through the main entrances, right where the flashing cameras and buzzing fans were waiting. It was clear she wasn't just showing up. She was standing by her man in full view. But no one was ready for what came next. During the most intense part of the trial, the closing arguments, Rihanna stunned everybody. She walked in with their sons by her side, turning heads and dropping jaws. That one move said everything without saying a word. The case was no joke, and her presence with the kids just showed how real things had gotten. Then came the moment of truth. Verdict time. When the judge read that Rocky was cleared, the whole place flipped. Rocky jumped straight into the crowd, couldn't hold back his emotions. Rihanna was right there, wrapping him in a huge embrace while the cameras went wild. The two of them dipped out through the crowd, slipped into a blacked-out car, and sped off, ready to finally celebrate after all that pressure. Afterward, Rihanna shared her feelings about the whole roller coaster. She gave credit where she felt it was due, saying, "The glory belongs to God and God alone," and called the moment humbling. It hit deep. Rocky was looking at possibly 25 years behind bars if things had gone the other way, so that not guilty hit different. It meant freedom, family, and a fresh start. But peace? It didn't last long. Just when things were starting to calm down, boom, another bomb dropped. This time, the whispers weren't coming from blogs. They were coming from inside the rap game. The spotlight snapped back on Rocky when rapper Summer Bunny and Asian Doll got into a heated back and forth online. And things got messy real quick. In the middle of the chaos, a now viral audio clip surfaced. Summer didn't hold back. She threw out a bold claim that made fans lose it. She said, "Hey Rihanna, you know Asian was effing on ASAP Rocky, right?" "Yeah, you read that right." That one line had everybody talking again. Screenshots started flying, videos were getting replayed, and once again, Rocky's loyalty was being questioned loud and clear.
Oh, Asian was f***ing on ASAP Rocky, right? Asian, you wanna go there? Do you wanna go there? Do you wanna go there, bitch? This bitch, you the same hoe that called me when you was signed to Gucci and you was trying to get the shit settled with Cardi B. And Cardi B, all your you talking about.
The second Summer Bunny let that clip fly, it was like someone lit a match in a gas tank. That bold claim, saying Asian Doll had been secretly messing around with ASAP Rocky while Rihanna was right there in court, holding him down, sparked a straight-up firestorm. Fans couldn't believe what they were hearing. Social media lit up, and everyone had an opinion. Now let's be real, Rihanna wasn't just showing up to the courthouse. She was front and center, holding Rocky down through the mess, walking into courtrooms like a boss, and staying solid through every single legal twist. If there's even a little truth to what Bunny said, this could shake things up big time for everyone involved. And let's not forget, Rihanna isn't just a chart topper, she's a whole empire. She's connected in music, fashion, business, you name it. So if this rumor has any real legs, it could seriously put Asian Doll in a bad spot career-wise. That's why fans think this whole situation's way deeper than just gossip. Some are saying it's no coincidence that fashion blogger Louis Pisano, yeah, the same one who started that old rumor about Rocky hooking up with designer Amina Muaddi during Rihanna's first pregnancy, rushed to issue a formal apology real quick back then. He knew playing with Rihanna's name wasn't smart. He pulled that rumor back with an apology that same day, admitting he jumped the gun on false info. So now that a new scandal's heating up, people are watching even closer this time. Online, the reactions were flying fast. One user wrote, "Ain't no way ASAP Rocky is dumb enough to cheat on Rihanna. Y'all need to stop playing with her." The vibe, total disbelief. Others were cracking jokes, saying Rocky would have to be out of his mind to fumble a woman like her. After Summer Bunny's audio shook the timeline, fans jumped in with wild reactions. One person joked, "If ASAP cheated, Rihanna might have to call Drake back, just to be petty." Another fan straight up said, "If this is true, Rocky fumbled the biggest bag in history." The shade was heavy, the memes were on fire, and everybody had something to say. But while the online world exploded, Rocky and Rihanna kept it ice cold. Not a single word. No posts, no comments, no clapbacks. Just pure silence. And that made everything even more intense. Fans were left refreshing their feeds, waiting for even the smallest hint about what's really going on behind the scenes. Their relationship has never followed the typical love story script. It's been glam, chaos, passion, and headlines, all at once. And just when you think they're finally in the clear, boom, another wave of drama rolls in. The way these two ride out storms together has people wondering, is this true love built to last? Or are we just watching a high-profile romance unravel one scandal at a time? At this point, you gotta ask, how much more can Rihanna take? How many rumors, whispers, and viral moments before she says, enough's enough? Or is this just part of the wild ride when two icons try to love each other under a million flashing lights? We want to hear what you think. Do you believe Rocky and Rihanna are in it for the long run? Or is this love story heading toward its final page? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Until next time, my stars and hushers, stay nosy, stay bold, and we'll see you in the next drop.